There are 8 shoes men over 40 should never wear, because after 40, style isn't about trends anymore. It's about what you communicate without saying a word. I see it all the time. A man dressed perfectly, sharp jacket, tailored jeans, a nice watch, but then you look down and it's foam slip-ons, clunky runners, or sneakers that look like they've been through the 90s and never came back. Instantly, the entire impression falls apart, and that's the problem. Most men don't realize their shoes are quietly aging them. They're sending the wrong message, one that says, "I stopped paying attention." But the good news is fixing it doesn't mean sacrificing comfort. In fact, when you choose right, you'll look sharper and feel more confident every single day. So in this video, I'm breaking down the 8 shoes men over 40 should never wear and the smarter, more refined replacements that instantly elevate your look. Because at this stage in life, every step you take tells the world something. And you want it to say one thing: this man's got it figured out. Chapter 1. The Slip-On Comfort Sneaker. Somewhere along the line, comfort started winning, and a lot of men over 40 never looked back. I get it. Those slip-on mesh sneakers feel like clouds. No laces, no fuss, just step in and go. But every time I see a guy wearing them with jeans or chinos, it sends the same message: I've given up on trying. The problem isn't comfort itself, it's comfort without structure. Those foam soles, bright logos, and stretchy uppers flatten your stance, shorten your leg line, and make even a well-built outfit look lazy. They belong on a treadmill or a grocery run, not under a blazer or coat. The smarter move is to trade soft for sleek. You still want ease, but you need a little edge. That means low-profile trainers or minimalist sneakers in suede or leather. They give you the same slip-on comfort with the kind of silhouette that actually sharpens your frame instead of slouching it. Look for subtle stitching, neutral tones, and just enough texture to catch the light. A tan suede trainer with a clean white sole works with everything: jeans, chinos, even tailored trousers. The structure hugs your foot, adds presence, and makes your stride look deliberate, not accidental. If you're ready to upgrade, check out the Ferragamo Archille leather low tops, down in the description for a refined weekend wear, or the Oliver Cabell low 1 leather for a crisp, everyday option. They keep the comfort, drop the dad vibe, and instantly elevate whatever's above them. Because the truth is, after 40, style isn't about trying harder, it's about editing smarter. And when your sneakers look like you meant to put them on, everything else you're wearing suddenly makes a lot more sense. Chapter 2. Clunky hiking sneakers or trail runners. Trail runners and hiking sneakers have one job: to handle dirt, rocks, and elevation. But somewhere along the way, a lot of men started wearing them to coffee shops, airports, and even the office. I get why. They're comfortable, supportive, and built like tanks. The problem? They look like tanks too. Those thick soles, tech panels, and aggressive tread patterns might be great for the mountains, but off the trail, they just make your outfit look heavy and outdated. They overpower your jeans, distort your proportions, and kill the refined balance that makes men over 40 look confident instead of clumsy. There's a better way to keep the comfort and lose the bulk. Go for retro-inspired running shoes or minimal performance trainers. They still nod to function, but with clean lines and understated colorways. Think of them as the evolution of athletic footwear: practical but designed with taste. Suede accents, gum soles, and muted tones like stone, taupe, or navy make them versatile enough to wear anywhere. They give you that sporty energy without looking like you're late for a hike. The slimmer profile visually lengthens your legs and pairs naturally with tailored denim, chinos, or joggers. If you want proof, try the Clay Bradley Essentials sneaker for a refined trainer that still feels athletic, or the New Balance 327 for retro character done right. Both are comfortable enough to walk miles in, but smart enough to wear out to dinner. Because at this stage, style isn't about performance, it's about perception. And when your shoes look like they were made for city streets, not mountain peaks, every outfit instantly feels lighter, sharper, and more deliberate. Chapter 3. Flip-flops outside the beach. There's casual, and then there's careless. And flip-flops almost always land in the second category. I see it all the time. Men over 40 running errands, grabbing coffee, or heading to dinner in rubber flip-flops thinking it's laid back. It's not. It's lazy. Here's the thing: flip-flops destroy posture, flatten your stance, and make every outfit, no matter how nice, look unfinished. They're fine for sand and salt water, but the moment you're off the beach, they signal one thing: you stopped trying. The fix is to keep the ease but elevate the execution. You want that same effortless, breathable feel, just with more intention. That's where leather slides or woven espadrilles come in. They're comfortable, minimal, and feel natural in warm weather, but they actually look like part of an outfit, not something you pulled from a hotel gift shop. Leather slides work best for city wear. Rich brown or black tones pair effortlessly with linen trousers, chinos, or dark shorts. They give a relaxed, masculine polish that feels right at home anywhere from a patio lunch to a summer evening out. Espadrilles, on the other hand, carry coastal charm. They breathe well, keep your look sharp, and age beautifully with wear. Try the GOG leather slides for modern simplicity, or the Ralph Lauren espadrilles for something light and travel-ready. By the way, I went ahead and linked both of these products down below in the description in case you wanted to check them out for yourself. Because at 40 and beyond, casual should still mean considered. Every piece you wear should feel easy but earned. And when your footwear looks intentional, people notice, even if they can't quite explain why. Flip-flops say vacation, slides and espadrilles say style, and that's a message worth sending every time you step out. Chapter 4. Worn-out running shoes. If there's one habit that quietly ruins more men's outfits than anything else, it's this: wearing your old running shoes everywhere. You know the ones: gray soles, frayed mesh, maybe a tear near the toe. They've logged hundreds of miles, seen better days, and yet somehow still end up under jeans and polos on the weekend. The logic makes sense. They're comfortable, broken in, and familiar. But comfort isn't the same as confidence. Worn-out runners flatten your stance, add bulk, and throw off proportions. They tell people you care about speed, not style. And once the support's gone, they're not even that comfortable anymore. So here's the smarter move. Retire your running shoes to what they're made for, running, and invest in a pair of suede or nubuck trainers for everyday wear. You'll still get the cushioning and flexibility you love, but in a silhouette that actually complements your wardrobe. Suede trainers strike the perfect balance between polish and ease. They pair just as naturally with chinos as they do with denim, and the slight texture adds depth without effort. Stick to clean colorways: sand, navy, charcoal, tones that blend into any outfit rather than scream for attention. If you're ready to upgrade, try the Clark's Bradley Plain sneaker for a minimalist shape that still feels sporty, or the Oliver Cabell Low 1 Suede for a refined option that looks as good with trousers as it does with joggers. Because after 40, style isn't about being flashy, it's about being finished. Every step you take should say something about the man you've become. And tired shoes say tired energy. Swap them out, and your entire look and posture instantly wakes up. Chapter 5. Heavy work boots with every outfit. There's a fine line between rugged and overbuilt, and a lot of men cross it without realizing. Somewhere along the way, work boots left the job site and started showing up at brunch, date nights, even casual Fridays. I get it, they're tough, reliable, and masculine, but when every outfit gets anchored by thick soles, steel toes, and ankle padding, the result isn't confidence, it's clunky. The problem with heavy work boots is proportion. They add bulk to your lower half and throw off balance, especially with slimmer jeans or tailored trousers. What started as a symbol of durability now reads as dated and overdone. You look weighed down even if the rest of your outfit is sharp. The smarter move? Trade brute force for refined structure. Slimmer silhouettes like Chelsea boots or chukkas give you the same presence, but with clean lines that actually flatter your frame. They still have that masculine grounding. They just do it with intention instead of excess. Look for full-grain leather or suede, a low heel, and a narrower toe box. These details instantly streamline your look and work across everything from dark denim to dress pants. A pair of Thursday Boot Company Cavaliers brings rugged polish with everyday versatility, while the Drake's Crosby Suede Chukka boots I left down in the description nail that balance of comfort and sophistication. And remember, part of style at 40 is knowing what to retire. You don't need to prove toughness through bulk, you prove it through restraint. When your footwear complements instead of competes, every outfit starts to move as one. Because the best boots don't just stand their ground, they walk with purpose. Chapter 6. Slip-on loafers with thick soles or tassels. Loafers can make a man look sophisticated or 75. The difference comes down to design. Too many guys over 40 reach for those chunky, square-toed loafers with heavy soles or dangling tassels, thinking they're classic. They're not, they're dated. They flatten your stride and instantly age everything else you're wearing. The mistake isn't the loafer itself, it's the excess. Thick rubber soles, shiny leather, and ornate tassels fight against the kind of quiet refinement that looks sharp on a modern man. They read office uniform, not effortless confidence. The goal should be understated strength, not nostalgia. So instead of nostalgia, go for nuance. The refined penny loafer or horsebit loafer offers the same ease but in a sleeker, more proportional shape. The difference is immediate. Slimmer sole, softer leather, cleaner toe. It still slips on in seconds, but it looks like it belongs in 2025, not 1995. Choose unlined or lightly structured pairs for comfort, ideally in supple calfskin or suede. Brown and espresso tones are versatile year-round. Black pairs best with tailoring. And skip the high gloss finish. A matte or brushed texture always looks more expensive. If you're ready to upgrade, the Crockett and Jones Boston loafer down below delivered timeless craftsmanship that molds perfectly to your foot, while the Merkvist Engby horsebit loafer brings Italian sleekness at a more approachable price. Because real style after 40 isn't about reinventing old trends, it's about editing them down to what actually works. When your shoes are this clean, this precise, and this intentional, people won't think you're trying to look younger. They'll just think you look better. Chapter 7. Cheap faux leather dress shoes. Few things kill a good outfit faster than bad dress shoes. You could be wearing a tailored blazer, clean trousers, even the perfect watch. But if the shoes are plastic-looking, square-toed, or creased after one wear, the whole illusion falls apart. And that's exactly what cheap faux leather does. It exposes shortcuts. The mistake most men make is thinking dress shoes are dress shoes. They see a shiny finish and assume it equals polish. But faux leather doesn't age, it cracks. It doesn't mold, it stiffens. And under bright light, that mirror-like surface looks more costume than craftsmanship. These shoes might seem like a good deal at first, but they end up costing you more in replacements and credibility. The upgrade? Real texture and honest materials. Choose full-grain leather, nubuck, or high-quality vegan leather with a matte finish. You'll instantly feel the difference. The surface breathes, the shoe flexes naturally, and it quietly communicates quality instead of shouting for it. Look for Goodyear welt construction or Blake stitching. They're signs your shoes are made to last, not glued together. Color-wise, espresso brown and oxblood are unbeatable for versatility. They pair effortlessly with navy, gray, and tan, and the subtle tone variation gives life to your outfit. If you're ready to replace those plastic pairs, start with the Beckett Seminon Dean Oxford, a handcrafted full-grain leather shoe that punches far above its price, or the Moral Code Martin Cap Toe, a modern vegan option that keeps things sustainable and sophisticated. Because at 40, your shoes aren't just part of the outfit, they're part of your reputation. Cheap leather looks rushed, quality leather looks earned, and that difference shows every time you take a step. Chapter 8. Overdesigned sneakers, loud statement shoes. Nothing dates a man faster than trying too hard to look young. And nowhere is that more obvious than in overdesigned sneakers. Thick sculpted soles, neon accents, reflective panels, and logos big enough to see from space. These shoes might scream style, but what they really shout is trying. The problem with loud sneakers is balance. When your shoes fight for attention, everything else in your outfit gets lost. A clean pair of jeans, a sharp jacket, a watch, all instantly overshadowed by shoes that belong more on a hype beast shelf than a grown man's wardrobe. They don't make you look bold, they make you look like you're chasing relevance. The smarter move is modern restraint. Minimal sneakers or tonal boots show confidence without noise. You're not blending in, you're editing out the distractions. Think slim silhouettes, smooth lines, and premium materials that quietly elevate your look. A great sneaker shouldn't announce itself. It should anchor everything else. Go for white, tan, or muted earth tones in leather or suede. They'll work with nearly every outfit from dark denim to tailored trousers, and still feel contemporary. The Nike Air Force 1 Lows are a perfect example, clean and age-proof. For cooler months, the Todd Snyder Leather Chelsea boot gives the same refinement in boot form, sleek, understated, and confident. And yes, both of these options are linked below in the description for you to check out. At 40, style isn't about volume. It's about control. The man who knows when to turn the dial down always looks sharper than the one trying to turn heads. Because confidence doesn't need colors that glow in the dark, it just needs shoes that walk the line between timeless and modern with quiet authority. Style after 40 isn't about owning more, it's about owning better. Every pair of shoes should earn its place in your rotation, chosen for quality, comfort, and purpose. Because when what's on your feet aligns with who you've become, you don't just look put together, like you feel it. The right footwear doesn't shout for attention, it carries it. Polished boots, clean sneakers, and refined loafers all send the same quiet message. This man pays attention. And that attention to detail, that sense of care, is what makes you instantly more attractive. All the shoes featured in this video are linked in the description and in the bio. Each one tested, timeless, and built to last. And if you're ready to take this further, to rebuild your image, confidence, and presence as a man over 40, join my free school community. It's built specifically for men who are done chasing trends and ready to refine their identity. Inside, you'll get access to the Gentleman's Blueprint, a complete system that shows you how to dress better, carry authority, and upgrade every part of your lifestyle. Click the video on the screen, I'm sure you'll love it. Because real confidence doesn't come from trends or price tags. It comes from consistency, the quiet precision of a man who knows exactly who he is.